Welcome to HouseLux Estate, your guide to smart and diversified investing. We're here to help you navigate the world of investment to illuminate the often confusing, sometimes intimidating labyrinth of financial markets. Our mission at HouseLux Estate is simple, yet impactful. We strive to provide you with valuable insights, tips, and strategies about investing and diversifying your investment portfolios. Our commitment is to make investment knowledge accessible, understandable, and ultimately empowering. We believe that with the right information and understanding, everyone can make sound investment decisions and manage their financial future with confidence. Whether you're a seasoned investor seeking fresh perspectives or a novice looking to dip your toes into the investment pool, HouseLux Estate is here to guide you every step of the way. So, are you ready to take the reins of your financial future? Stick around to learn how you can reduce the risk in your investments through proper diversification. Before we discuss diversification, we need to understand what investment risk is. Risk, in the world of investments, is essentially the potential for your investment capital to decrease in value. It's the shadow lurking behind the promise of returns, the gamble we take in the hopes of financial growth. Think of it like crossing a road. You always run the risk of an oncoming vehicle, but you cross anyway because the other side has what you need. Similarly, investments come with the risk of loss, but we invest anyway because there's the potential for gain. Now, there are different types of investment risks to be aware of. The first is market risk. This is the risk that the entire market will decline, pulling down the value of your investments with it. It's like a strong gust of wind that indiscriminately affects everyone on the street. Then there's credit risk, which is the danger that a company or government entity will default on a debt you hold. It's akin to lending your friend $20 and having them suddenly fall off the face of the earth. Lastly, we have liquidity risk. This is the risk that you won't be able to sell your investment when you want to. Imagine wanting to sell your car but no one's buying. That's liquidity risk. To sum up, investment risk is the possibility of losing your hard-earned money, and it's inherent in the act of investing. It's a game of uncertainty, with different types of risks lurking around each corner. The key to navigating this game isn't to avoid risk altogether, because that's impossible. Instead, it's about managing the risk, about finding ways to mitigate the potential losses while still reaching for the potential gains. Now that we understand what investment risk is, let's discuss how to manage it through diversification. Because much like crossing a road, investing isn't just about taking risks, it's about taking calculated risks. Diversification is a powerful tool in managing investment risk. Let's dive into this a bit deeper. Imagine you're at a buffet. You wouldn't fill up your plate with just one type of food, would you? No, you'd sample a little bit of everything. This way, if it turns out you don't like the pasta, it's not a big deal because you also have some salad, chicken, and maybe even a little dessert to balance it out. This, in essence, is what diversification is all about. In the context of investments, diversification is like spreading your eggs across different baskets. Instead of investing all your money into one company or one asset class, you spread it out over a variety of investments. This means you're not relying on the success of just one investment to generate returns. Think about it. If you invest all of your funds into one company's stock and that company suddenly goes under, you could potentially lose everything. But if you have your money spread out over 20 different stocks, the poor performance of one won't completely wipe you out. Now, diversification isn't just about spreading your investments across different stocks. It's also about investing in different types of assets. This could mean investing in a mix of stocks, bonds, real estate, and maybe even some commodities or cryptocurrencies. This way, if the stock market takes a hit, your bonds or real estate investments might still be performing well, cushioning the blow. But here's the kicker. Not only can diversification help manage risk, but it can also potentially enhance returns. This is because different assets often perform well at different times, so while some of your investments may be down, others could be up. This can help to smooth out your overall returns over time. Now, it's important to remember that diversification doesn't guarantee profits or protect against loss in declining markets, but it can help to manage risk and potentially enhance returns. It's about balance and spreading risk, not eliminating it entirely. It's a bit like a buffet. You might not love every dish, but overall, you're likely to enjoy your meal. Diversifying your investments can be straightforward if you follow these steps. Firstly, you need to identify your investment goals. Are you investing for retirement, to buy a house, or for your child's college education? Your investment goal will determine the time frame of your investment, and in turn, the kind of investment assets you should consider. So, sit down, think about what you want to achieve with your investments and write it down. Knowing your goal will guide your investment decisions. Next, assess your risk tolerance. This is a measure of how much financial risk you can comfortably bear. It's determined by your financial situation, age, and personality. If you're young and have a steady income, you might be able to take on more risk. On the other hand, if you're nearing retirement or have a fluctuating income, you might want to be more conservative. Remember, higher risk can mean higher returns, but it can also mean higher losses. So it's important to be honest with yourself about your risk tolerance. Once you've identified your goals and risk tolerance, the next step is to choose a mix of different asset classes. Asset classes are types of investments like stocks, bonds, real estate, and commodities. Each asset class has its own level of risk and potential return. Stocks, for example, usually offer higher potential returns but also come with higher risk. Bonds, on the other hand, are generally considered lower risk but also offer lower returns. Real estate and commodities can also be part of your investment mix, providing a hedge against inflation and further diversifying your portfolio. It's important to note that diversifying within an asset class is just as important as diversifying across asset classes. This means not putting all your money in one stock or one bond, but spreading it across different companies, industries, and geographical locations. The final step in diversifying your investments is to regularly review and rebalance your portfolio. Over time, some of your investments might outperform others, and your portfolio might drift from its target allocation. For example, if your stocks do particularly well, they might end up taking a larger share of your portfolio than you initially intended, increasing your risk. To counter this, you need to rebalance your portfolio by selling some of your outperforming assets and buying more of the underperforming ones. This might seem counterintuitive, but it's a way to ensure you're not taking on more risk than you're comfortable with. Diversification is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process. It requires constant attention, regular reviews, and occasional rebalancing. It's not about trying to pick the winning investment, but about spreading your bets to maximize your chances of success. By following these steps, you can create a diversified portfolio that aligns with your investment goals and risk tolerance. Let's recap what we've learned about reducing risk through proper diversification. We embarked on this journey by first understanding investment risk. We realized that all investments carry some degree of risk, and it's essential to comprehend the balance between risk and return. Higher potential returns often mean higher risk. But then again, risk isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a part of the game, a part of the opportunity for growth. We then delved into the power of diversification. We discovered that diversification isn't just a buzzword, it's a powerful tool in risk management. By spreading our investments across a variety of assets, we can cushion the blow if one or more of them underperforms. It's like not putting all our eggs in one basket. It's a strategy that can help us weather the stormy seas of market volatility. From there, we moved on to the practical steps to diversify your investments. We learned that diversification isn't about randomly picking assets. It's about thoughtful selection and balance. We talked about spreading investments across different asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, and real estate. We also highlighted the importance of diversifying within each asset class. For instance, if we're investing in stocks, we should consider different sectors, regions, and company sizes. We also touched upon the importance of regular portfolio review and rebalancing. The market dynamics change, and so should our investment portfolio. Regularly reviewing and adjusting our portfolio helps us to maintain our desired level of diversification. Wrapping it up, remember that diversification isn't a one-size-fits-all strategy. It should be tailored to your individual financial goals, risk tolerance, and investment horizon. Thank you for watching. Remember, diversification is just one aspect of investment strategy. Always consider your specific circumstances and consult with a financial advisor. Don't forget to subscribe to HouseLux Estate for more investment insights.